Wow, this is amazing. I want to live in this store forever and ever and ever. Amen. Hey y'all, it's Shelley Wellness here, and I'm back with the journey. This time we are going to London, England, Birmingham, England, and Lyon, France.
British Airways, Comic Relief, and Flying Star.
Morning, you guys. I am super tired. I rested well, but I'm still tired. But I made it. I'm in London. So here we are. I just want to take a moment and shout out Gatwick Airport for putting a grocery store in the airport. That is the most brilliant thing for a tired and weary and hungry traveler who is also diet conscious and wants to discern among the things they buy. Y'all, they had a grocery store. It's the next day, and we're headed to Lyon France to celebrate my cousin's wedding. To get there, we're taking a ferry, and then we're going to take the scenic route and drive. The best part about driving through the countryside were the rest stops. There was not a single rest stop that we went into that was not clean and did not have a dope assortment of food. I could not get over the food. I mean, whether you are carnivore, pescatarian, vegan, vegetarian, everybody had something, and it all looked fresh. They even had places where it was like a deli and you could walk in and make your own sandwiches. They had detox salads, just like it was a buffet. Y'all, I was in heaven. We made it, y'all, and when we arrived, our family was already gathered around the table.
We are off to the wedding, and we're all excited for them.
But I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be.
It's wrong, I can't help it. My mind asks my heart if she felt it. I can only ask for so much. I will settle for this time right here. My arms brag to each other about how you feel. From conversations, I know what they feel is real. The past, it didn't last. The present went too fast. The future soon will be. I wish that far I could see, but at this time, in this place, you are mine. And at this moment in my life, you belong to me, oh, to me. Forgive me if my hunger conflicts what you eat. I pray for moments you would only be consumed by me. Oftentimes we receive and then regret. I haven't had a reason yet.
So here I am with my uncle and my mom dancing to good times. We had the best time that night. So the next day, our families came together to connect over brunch. Considering that dinner was so bomb, I had high expectations for the food at brunch, but it didn't really hit the spot. Even though the food didn't hit the spot, the highlight was hanging with my cousins and seeing my fam. Now, I don't know that I could live out here, but I could definitely take a break from the city life and just come out here and enjoy. You know what I mean? This is just gorgeous. Now, what was cool was that the weekend of the wedding was Bastille weekend, and it was also the World Cup. So we had an opportunity to see the World Cup, watch the game in France. Oh, When I tell you, watching this team lose was sad. Look at him, just swallowing all his hopes and dreams. You can see it, and oh my God, they're so excited. The excitement in this country from this game was unreal. So it's kind of cool to be in the country when they won at this time. After the game, we went on a hunt for food, but because it was a holiday weekend, a lot of places were closed. But McDonald's was open. Now, I have not been into a McDonald's since 2002. That was the last time I ate it. But what was so interesting about this one was the veggie options. Here we are trying to figure out how to communicate in English and French and order our food using this machine like everything was just all new. We're trying to get him to order an apple pie, so we're trying to figure out our lives. But what was wild was that they had so many vegan options. My aunt's explaining to me that in Europe, that's just the norm. You have salad bars in a fast food restaurant, you have vegetarian options, you have vegan options. I was really impressed, so I ordered this veggie wrap. While it wasn't the best thing I ate, for fast food, it could work. So now it's time to head back to London, but first we're going to stop in the city of Lyon because we've been in the countryside, and we're going to explore a little bit, have a bite for lunch, and then catch our train back to London. Sorry! One of the things I appreciated about walking through Lyon was how green the city was. You could find electric car chargers for street parking for public use, and then there was an extensive amount of recycling. Just by the sheer size of the recycling, you could see the city's dedication to making sure that it was clean. So after strolling through the streets of Lyon, it is time to eat lunch. Now we finally found a place at this hotel, and y'all, I just don't love French food. Again, just like the brunch, I couldn't understand the lunch. There were a lot of different things. I ended up settling on potatoes, fish, and vegetables. Can't say I loved it, but you know, it could eat. So we're back in London, y'all. Headed to Canary Wharf to spend time with my Spelman sister. This rooftop garden was everything. It felt like I had been transported to a warmer, tropical place. Didn't feel like London at all. So after catching up on everything in life, it is time to eat. She and I both love Indian food. So we found this beautiful restaurant called Chai Key. It's modern Indian food in sharing sizes. I'm looking at the chat sabzi. It looks pretty good. It looks gorgeous.
So you don't make me feel funny about taking all these food photos.
The next time you find yourself in London, make sure you eat here.
Get me rowdy.
So after shopping and strolling for a bit, I decided to have lunch at this place called Olenstein. The design is really dope. Everything that they put out, all the food is beautiful. The food combinations are amazing. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. So this salad is whack. It's very bitter, the greens that they use. And the lentils have no seasoning, so it's more beautiful than it's tasty. But I'm hungry, and I'm gonna eat it. It'll be nourishing for my body anyways, but it's not the best tasting salad I've ever had. So to make up for that boring salad, my friend took me to this bakery near her house. Oh, y'all know how I love a good bakery. And I love European-style bakeries for the sheer reason that they care about the ingredients, y'all. Like, it's not just about it being pretty. It is about it being quality and that rich taste. And the sizes are perfect. It's never too much. It's always just enough. You're never wanting more of anything. The sugar's not trying to hijack your tongue. Y'all, I got my life. And I got my life so much that I decided to get this delicious rose lemon cardamom tea cake. But you know, one cupcake is never enough for me. So here I am again. This what just happened in my path. I didn't go looking for this, y'all, but I mean, I saw it. I had to try it. So they had this vegan chocolate pistachio cake. You got a chocolate cake with a pistachio filling. It's free from gluten and it's vegan, but it doesn't taste vegan at all. It tastes like a proper cupcake. It's delicious. So I'm finally having the pistachio cardamom cake with this rose frosting and rose petals on it that I got from Gail's yesterday. Man, remind me to make this when I get back to the US. This is so good. We're on our way to Birmingham, England to see fam and of course eat some more. And our first stop is Bullring Market. Because we got there at the end of the day, everything was a pound. People over profit. So mommy and I are trying clotted cream for the first time and it is delicious. It's like butter and cream had a baby and they came together. And then it's like the texture is even different. What do you think, Mom?
I like it, but when I tried it last year, it wasn't with the jam. So I had it by itself, and I didn't particularly care for it. Now that I know how to eat it, makes a difference.
It's almost like an icing. It has the texture of like a frosting, a cream cheese frosting at that. That's what it reminds me
What happened to
of.
the other half?
I ate it. What happened to the other half? It's in my belly. That's where it went. So here's the finished products. But y'all, we have to give thanks and praise for balance because my cousin is a vegan. So she cooked us Ital food the whole time we were in Birmingham. So thanks to her, it wasn't all cupcakes and clotted cream. Not only is my cousin Sue a bomb vegan chef, she also hosted the documentary on BBC, Black Brummies. So she took us to BBC to have a fun-filled tour where we got to play weatherman, see exhibits, and learn more about the Black British experience. We visited the Windrush Museum, which was in part made by the old housing that was restored that highlighted how the first wave of Caribbean immigrants lived when they first arrived in Birmingham.
Bye, Birmingham.
Bye, Birmingham! And I am back in London, this time at Hampton Court. Now, this is kind of just a childhood favorite. I used to come here when I was little with my cousins, and I wanted to come back again as an adult and relive the memory. So I'm in Hampton Court, which is my favorite maze. I came here when I was 9 years old, and I think, well, all my cousins have been warning me and saying it's not as glorious as it was, because when you're 9, it seems massive, you're small, the thing seems tall, but I'm so excited to be here. The things I love about this maze is that, like, everything is just so close. And for someone who loves green spaces, it just feels like you are completely surrounded by nature. Where did So we're in the maze now. I'm so happy. This is so much fun. Which way should we go? Left or right? Why are you looking like that in the camera?
I'm looking into the camera.
Yes, and you look like you have an attitude problem. Oh wait, this is the center? Yeah. I thought there was more in the center. So this is the center, which really isn't as spectacular as I thought it was going to be.
300 years old. The oldest hedge in Great Britain.
So this is the kitchen garden. It's so beautiful. This is like the largest kitchen garden I've ever seen. I went to one in Arizona, the Botanical Gardens, but they have everything here. Herbs, spices, fruits, vegetables. It is absolutely gorgeous. But enough of the amazing garden. It's time for lunch. On our way to the grocery store, we happened upon this place called the Burger Box. Now, I am always on the hunt for a good veggie burger. I'm about to eat.
I like the box.
I'm about to eat. We're about to eat. Mommy is eating. So they won my heart with this falafel burger served with halloumi cheese. The combination was brilliant. After eating all over London, Birmingham, and France, I was inspired to get into the kitchen. Join me in the next video where I go to the grocery store, get all excited, buy goodies, take them home, and teach you how to make a delicious pescatarian meal. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.